Hey, what's up, cuz? Good to see you in here early, early, early. I had to just get on here, cuz, and the caption, cuz, peace to everybody that's in the hap space. Undercover cop got somebody pulled over. You can tell it's undercover because it ain't got, well, it's unmarked. I won't say undercover, unmarked. And they got somebody pulled over in this restaurant parking lot, not looking good for them today. And we just diagonal from the jail, so it ain't like they can walk them across the street to the jail. They do it. They did something wrong. And how you get pulled over by the jail? Or maybe this was a setup. Anyways, I see it. I see it. I wouldn't have been able to see it if you hadn't got the halves. You need to be on the halves anyway with your art so you can create videos and showcase your art because they've got a section on here for artists. So that's something, I'm trying to pull people towards HAPS right now because HAPS actually allows people to distribute things. You ain't got to just be some podcaster or whatever. You can actually be an artist and you can just showcase your art, never say a thing, or if you want to articulate it, be a curator of sorts, you can do that too. They do all types of stuff in this space. And you can send it out to multiple, platforms, at the press of a button. Half better start giving me some bread for all these commercials and stuff that I'm doing. Uh-oh. That's Sister D. She got jumper cables. Hopefully somebody's helping her out. Yeah, somebody helping her out. I'm going the other way on the other side of the island. I wouldn't have been able to do all that dipping back and forth for somebody else got there. Hopefully not. So yeah. Yeah, I had to go back to your auntie, and one of her classic lines. She hated when I used to say, "My friend," that's my friend, or "That's my friend." She hated that shit, and she'd look at me and be like, "You ain't got no friends. If you got $1, you got a friend." And she said that shit till she stopped talking. You ain't got no friends. And one thing I know right now, black people ain't got no friends. Hell, some black people aren't even friends to other black people. So I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, you need to just check out it'll go into the headings of everything that people do, and they got art in there. I don't know the depth of it, but I do know, and when I put my hashtags in there, art always comes up. Like if I had something that I wanted to display as art, that comes up. So there must be some artists on the platform already. Get in where you fit in. But yeah, she used to always tell me, "You ain't got no friends." And I never knew what she meant until I was broke. And she said, "When you got $1, you got a friend." And I remember when I thought I was doing a little something. Shit, we was together. Shit, we was at the laws. Me and you was there. I remember I went over to her house, and by then, I was good. I was solvent. I was doing my thing, paying my own way. She said she needed me to go to the store. I'd go to the store, tell me like, "What do you want, Grandma?" I'd write it down, go to the store, and she was like, "I thought I told you I wanted you to go to the store." And I'm like, "The stuff's right here." She would forget I actually had some bread at that point. And it was all good. It was all good. What up, Shell? But when I had a little bread, so I just go to the store and I show up and she said, "I thought I told you to go to the store." I'm like, "I did. The stuff's right here." Where'd you get money from? Now here I'm running the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I'm running the restaurant. I'm bringing her food whenever she wants it. Bringing her catfish dinner. You know, bringing her fried chicken. Bringing her whatever she wanted. Right? But I wasn't supposed to have no money. And I was like, I had money to go to the store. She was like, oh. And I was like, you always told me if I had $1, I got a friend. And I was like, right now, Grandma, I was like, I got like 700 friends in my pocket. I'm thinking I'm hot shit. I'm 22 years old, you know. I'm doing my thing and had that little Jeep out there, you know. I just knew I was hot shit, right? She was like, get in here. She didn't like that. She didn't like that flossing. And I knew she didn't like it. She went in the room and came back out. And she had like, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 crisp $100 bills. It's 1992. 1992. And she was like, you think that's all the money I got? You think that's all the money I got? And I'm like, nah, Grandma. Grandma started flossing on me. She just started bossing up on me, started pulling out money from everywhere. Change and dollars and $2 bills and shit. All kinds of shit. To this day, that's why I carry $2 bills around, because of her. She started me doing that. Started me collecting them. Now they just for Caleb and Kai. So, I said all that to say this. We ain't got no friends out in this motherfucker. Yeah, had good times in the Jeep. I'm gonna get Jeep life again. Right now, I got too much other stuff in line. And now Natty wants a Jeep, so she gets a Jeep before I get a Jeep. Once she gets a Jeep, then I can concentrate on getting a Jeep. I can't focus on getting a Jeep. And the crazy thing is, if I'm able to pull this shit off, her first car is a Jeep. That's like a dream come true. Then I might just have to ask her for her keys every now and then just so I can drive it around before I get my own. Well, I want to get one. I want everything in the motherfucker that I want. I don't want to go get something. I got to piece it together. I want everything in it that I want. So that means I got to go to the dealership and beat the fuck out of a salesman. I don't care what I do. So, black people ain't got no friends. We ain't got no friends. We ain't got no money. We ain't got no friends. Now we got all these people that are lobbying against us. And I just listened to Tony Delarmy. I'm literally going to put, I don't know how can I put the link in the Hap space? I don't know how I can do it. But people need to be listening to this, brother. Because the crazy thing is, he's not a descendant of freedmen. I forgot what his native is. I think he might be Haitian. I'm not sure. But he is an ally. He is an ally like a motherfucker. And he came out with a clip today. I mean, you know, it was one of them, like, if you had something to just throw at the TV, you throw it at the TV to see how blatant black people are against their own coming up, you know. And once again, it was Gayle King, Oprah's girlfriend, and she just basically shoe shuffled and sidestepped some shit when she had a Jewish lady on there, and she was talking about the Holocaust and everything, talking about her grandmother still gets high 3-figure sums every month. High 3 figures. So that's 800-900. High 3 figures, 800-900. You get 1,000, that's 4. Every month. This is her grandmother. She's been getting this shit all her life. You know. So if Germany can pay the Holocaust survivors for 4 years of detriment, America can't pay descendants of slavery for 246 years of chattel slavery and another 156 years of systemic oppression, Jim Crow and everything else that came with it. It's crazy to me. And Gayle literally sidestepped the shit and was like, it's amazing that your grandmother can go through that and still smile. What? Bitch, it's amazing that you can smile. It's amazing that we can smile. How come you're not latching on to this shit? And she brought up the reparation stuff. The white lady, not Gayle, the white lady. She's the one that brought up the reparations stuff. Gayle was just sidestepping it. Hey, Ray, you know you're supposed to be working, right? That's right, we ain't got no power. Our powers are. So, anyways, she sidestepped the shit. It was horrible. And all these people that are out here that are lobbying against us, Congressional Black Caucus, Jim Clyburn, Tim Scott, Kamala Imhoff is lobbying against us. If she's not lobbying for us, she's lobbying against us as the VP. And we now know we can't classify her as black because she's one of the top, most influential Asians in the world. So she used black till she got elected and she dropped it off. She ain't gonna pick it back up till it's time to run for president. She gonna pick her blackness back up. But until then, no, not giving you niggas nothing. It's all about these Asians, these Pacific Islanders, and everybody else. See you niggas on the campaign trail. And she gonna have some weight behind her this time. She coming in as the VP. She automatically gonna get a bag. See, she fucked up all that other money because that wasn't coming from her being, elevated already. Now she's president now. She gonna fuck it up though, I can guarantee it. She gonna fuck it up. She ain't good with the money. I bet you Doug does the books at home. She ain't good with the money. Because it takes a lot for you to do all that. You got to deal with people. Kamala doesn't deal with people well. She's one of those people. That's why she made probably a pretty decent attorney, because she knows how to step over and talk over, and she got all the words lined up. She gets people twisted up. But as far as being the president, ain't nobody gonna deal with a condescending talking, black-looking woman. Sorry. Only reason they tolerated Barack because he wasn't a condescending talk. He knew how to talk to motherfuckers. Kamala doesn't. Kamala don't know how to talk to people. We seen her in them congressional hearings and shit. When she be getting with the motherfuckers, they be talking that shit up. Black girl magic. She just continues that negative connotation of an angry black woman. That's all that does. We ain't got no friends out here, y'all. We have no friends. None. If we don't get it out here and get with each other, we don't have no friends. Don Brand. Man, I'm talking about black people being against black people. I'm talking about black people being against the world. We have no allies out here. But the most hurtful enemies that we have sometimes are our own. We know white supremacy is against us. We know the United States government, which is driven by white supremacy, is against us. We know half this country is against us just because. But that's okay. But when it's your own people that are tearing you down and all you trying to do is help them come up, it's fucked up out here, Brother Don. Who sent this long? Y'all know I'm driving. Like crabs in a barrel with absolutely. I ain't never seen motherfuckers compete for nothing. If you ain't got nothing and I ain't got nothing, why are we competing against each other? How come we don't collectivify? I just made that one up. How come we don't collect one another's ideas and come out teamed up? Why are we trying to compete? See, I've always come from the team concept. Y'all know me. I come from the team concept. I think you got more strength with numbers and ideas. These motherfuckers out here, they don't think that. What they think is, I'll take your idea and use it as my idea, and I'll go out and get it. Well, your idea is what your idea is. My idea is what my idea is. But why can't you do it this way? Why can't we get together, have 4 or 5 different ideas, and build something? Nah, you don't want to do that. And I've literally had that shit. I done had motherfuckers that tried to take my intellectual property and use it as their own and become profiteers off of it versus just saying, you know what you need to extend this thing, make it, bridge this out a little bit. I want a little piece of this, bam, bam, bam. Instead of getting with me, they want to take from me. I'm like, ain't you a bitch? This my shit. I'm the one that stayed up all them nights trying to figure shit out. Watching videos, reading shit, going to stores, going to conferences and meetups and shit, trying to learn how to do this thing. Not you. Why would I give everything up? Why would I give everything up? But I'll partner up with you. I'll partner up with you. Let's collectivify. They don't want to collectivify. They just want to, I don't even know what they call it. I guess it's just theft. They would just rather steal your shit. Ain't you something? You see Bill Cosby said, fuck you? You see that? I'm on one right now. Bill did some shit. Let me just tell you. Bill may have even dropped something in somebody's drink. Let me tell you. But all them motherfuckers was doing dope back then. All of them. They was all popping pills, doing coke, heroin, and all that shit. All of them. Bill did some shit. But goddamn it, Bill don't deserve to die in jail. Them bitches was gonna fuck that night one way or the other. I don't know why Bill jumped the gun. Bill was the #1 star in Hollywood. I don't know why he felt like he had to drop something in somebody's drink if he did that. But I think Bill did something. Hey, if Bill had raped him, if it had been all violent and shit, they'd have had all kind of rape kits and pictures and abuse. Bill was getting that ass one way or the other. He just tended to like a submissive woman, obviously. Like, really submissive. Uh-oh. Black Lives Matter. I'm going to go on and get out of here because I know I'm going to be right back on here. We ain't got no friends, y'all. We ain't got no friends. Information Man Show. I ain't got through it all. You know you put on a full clip. I ain't got through it all, but I'm loving the Kwame clip. I'm loving to see Kwame material, not just from Kwame. I'm looking to see everybody's perspective of it. Whoever that is said, say it. I appreciate you on the Facebook side. Appreciate you. Love you too. But I'm trying to let you know, man, your shit is so detailed and you got the graphics and you got it all spinning. Every now and then you need to like have a special guest on there to just really blow up the spot. If I can think of somebody, I'll let you know. But anyways, Patrisse Cullors, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter, is stepping down today. She put her resignation in yesterday, and she's stepping down today. She said she was done. I'm out of here. I'm done with you bitches. Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors resigns amid controversy. It's okay. I know you've been booking interviews. I know you've been sending out emails. I know you've been doing your thing. I appreciate you. You ain't late because you can always listen again from the beginning. But yes, I appreciate the fact that anybody would think they're late to the video. You ain't never late. The fact that you show up, you always on time. If that's what Ashanti said with her caramel mocha self, I think she just had a birthday. Yeah, Patrice Cullors is done. And I got some shit on that. As she departs the foundation, she's bringing aboard 2 interim senior executives to help steer in the immediate future. So she's about to put 2 rookies. I know who that is. That's Sister Cosetta. Whenever she says she's president, Sister Cosetta. I know she's in the Facebook space, and it says Facebook user. But if they say president, I know it's Queen Cosetta. Welcome, Queen. We just talking about your Black Lives Matter company. 2 interim senior executives. That's some condescending, oxymoronic shit. 2 new interim senior. How can you be new interim senior? You a new senior? Happy birthday. Everybody in the space, please say happy birthday to Sister Kyra. It is her 20, what are you, 29 today, Kyra? You 29? I'm gonna wait till some, information man, appreciate you, brother. Hey, when a content creator supports another content creator, that's some real shit. We gonna talk. Information man. And y'all need to be on Information Man's YouTube channel, checking his clips out. I mean, he's got all the great. Y'all need to check him out. Appreciate him breaking bread with us that day. I don't know whatever his time is, but I need to know when you got some time to come on here. We can just break it about one subject. We ain't got to do 2 hours like we did last time. Let's just break it about one subject. So let's get back to this 2 interim new senior executives to help steer BLM. Monifa Bandele. Doesn't sound like she's a descendant of freedmen. A longtime BLM organizer. Y'all only been in business 7 years. What do you mean a long time? She been there 6? Founder of the Malcolm X grassroots movement in New York City. I'm going to make sure that that's not a trans organization. And Makani Thimba. Another individual that does not sound like they are a descendant of freedmen. An early backer. See, they're an early backer of BLM. I don't know exactly what an early backer of BLM is. Like, they was looking around for somebody to hold a BLM sign, and they backed him up and held a BLM sign. Did she monetarily support? Did she get punched in the mouth? Did she do a night in jail? How'd she back BLM from early on? And chief strategist at Higher Ground Change Strategies in Jackson, Mississippi. So they come with some extensive experience. BLM organizer, BLM backer, founder of the Malcolm X grassroots movement, and chief strategist of the Higher Ground Change Strategies. Truly sound like top-notch companies, probably Fortune 5,000. Fuck out of here. I think both of them come with not only a wealth of movement experience. She didn't see how she didn't say wealth of knowledge. She didn't say wealth and knowledge, wealth of knowledge. She said movement experience. They've got a wealth of movement experience. Pepto Bismol got a wealth of movement experience. Zantac has a wealth of movement experience. Turbo and Ozone got a wealth of movement experience. The fuck are you talking about? Movement experience. What kind of movement? But also a wealth of executive experience. Oh, really? I bet you both of these women are in their early 30s at best. They black because Monifa and Makani ain't white names. Where they get their executive experience at? Who's had them running their companies besides their own? They've ran an organization the size of Black Lives Matter. You pulled in 90 million in 1 year. And you know another thing that ain't nobody asking no questions on. This is what I want to really get down to. Let's get down to the funk. Everybody's hemmed up on the 90 million that they got last year. Black Lives Matter was started in 13. What about the other monies? What about the other monies? If you got 90 million and George Floyd didn't get killed till May 25th, and you got that through the rest of 2020, what about 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013 when you started? And you started early in 2013. You have to understand where I am with this. 90 million last year, shit, that ain't nothing. When that money started to pour in after Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown, shit, we dwarfing 90 million easy. If the NAACP legal fund got 100 million and you say you only got 90 million just last year, they said right after George Floyd got killed is when the money started pouring in. 5 months in, and they got 90 million. All of 2020, NAACP got 100 million for the year. Listen to those numbers. They had a 5-month head start on BLM and made 10 million more. You trying to tell me that BLM ain't been making at least 90 million a year since 2013? I hope the stream's been going good. I've been working on trying to get the signal right, when to be on the Wi-Fi, when to be on the LTE. I'm doing my best, trying not to be in compromised spaces. Y'all know if I'm in here, I ain't got no control over the signal strength, except my own. This was a sham. Black Lives Matter was a sham from the beginning. An LGBTQIAAP Marxist driven company. care if you're gay and you're running the company. I don't care if you're a Marxist if you're running the company. But there's some dichotomy there. And then there's going to be a dichotomy if you say you're running a company that's supposed to benefit the lives of marginalized black people. There's a compromise there that you're going to have to make, because you're going to either have to come all the way over to the black side, or you're going to play that role, and you'll fuck with black people. Yeah, they fuck with black gay people. They fuck with black trans people. But BLM, by and large, has hated black men. And that's where they've made their money off of, the brutalization and death of black men. And they don't like us. BLM should have been all the way in with Breonna Taylor. A all-woman founded company. As a mother, Patrisse Cullors should have been all over Trayvon Martin's mother, Tamir Rice's mother, Eric Garner's mother, Alton Sterling's mother, Terrence Crutcher's mother, David Harris's mother, Walter Scott's. Every mother, she should have been making the call. Right after they got the call that their son had been murdered, she should have been making a call. This is Patrisse Cullors from Black Lives Matter. I'll be flying in this week to see you. And taking care of all of the arrangements. Because that's what your company was built off of. How many funerals did they pay for? How many families did they help financially through those struggles? You know, you lose a lot just with death. You lose a lot of revenue, not just for funeral costs. You take off work and this, that. We're talking about the mothers too. What'd she do? What did Patrisse Cullors and Black Lives Matter do for these families? They didn't do nothing but get the bag. That's why you got people like Samaria Rice that ain't letting up. See, they pick your name up and then they drop you. They leave you with nothing. They squeeze all the juice out of that orange and then they throw the orange peel away. That's what Black Lives Matter's done. They squeezed all the juice out. Now we about to roll up on a George Floyd policing reform bill without qualified immunity in it. Where Black Lives Matter been lobbying about getting rid of qualified immunity. If they say it, other people will say it, the government will get pressure, then they'll start doing it. Use your influence, use your platform. You were strong enough to get Black Lives Matter put on the goddamn NBA courts with nobody in the arena. Wasn't like nobody saw it except on TV. But you was able to do that. You were strong enough to get Black Lives Matter on every chest of every NBA player. Well, most NBA players, some of them would wear it. There was some of them that wouldn't wear it. There was some of them wouldn't take a knee. They need to know who those guys are. Because when they getting beat up, they got to remember, hey, Black lives didn't matter then. Should they matter now? You wouldn't kneel. I remember that one brother wouldn't kneel. And I still call him a brother. He a coon ass brother, but I'm going to call him a brother. He wouldn't kneel. Talking about he was being disrespectful to his grandfather. Lost. He lost. He one of them curly-haired black people. He black, but not all the way black. He one of them. I don't know what he's mixed with. He mixed with something. He mixed with something. He ain't our friend. For everybody to have gotten behind this company, because that's all Black Lives Matter is a company. They came to make bank. It's like that pawn shop that I saw a few days ago. Bring things, make bank, live large. BLM brought things. They brought dead black people and put it right in America's lap. Black Lives Matter, protests, marches, this, that, and the other, sit-ins, whatever. You're starting to get donations. They're like, oh shit. Next black person get killed. Black Lives Matter. Oh, a lot more donations. Every time somebody black gets killed, we need to be up. We need to be up marching. We need to be up marching. It was a sham. They're absolutely not telling the truth information. Hell, when I found out, they was no better than the UNCF. Somebody white was controlling the money. They didn't even have a black accounting firm controlling the money. Black Lives Matter. We don't trust each other enough to control the money. Just like UNCF, they had never had a leader that was black. How could the United Negro College Fund not be headed by a Negro? What are we doing here? NAACP was started by a white man. Come on, man. And sometimes I understand they can be on that list because they put up some resources, maybe financial resources. Hell, you need a building, they may own the building, whatever. Somehow they're a part of the deal. I get it. They're partners. But you don't let them get out in front of the motherfucking thing. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People was started by a white man. If he wants to be on the board of trustees, the chairman of the board, okay. But you don't let him say, or you don't put him out there. W.E.B. Du Bois should have been the one that they put out there, that they propped up out there. But now, white man. The UNCF has existed all these years, and we never had a black president. Always been a white man. And I know a lot of this shit don't matter to a lot of people. But it's why we fucked up out here. It's really why we're fucked up. We like that trivial shit. We like that shit that don't give us no benefits, no resources, no nothing. We like to laugh, sing, and dance. But when it comes down to some substantive shit, oh no, God, oh no. Here you go again with that political shit. Okay. What else we gonna talk about? I mean, we can talk about some regular old shit. But that's gonna end up turning political too. Period. How we gonna raise up when the person that's right on top of my back is black? The immediate person on my back is black because they bottom cast too. And they won't get out the way so I can get up, tell them what the plan is so we can both move up. They'd rather just sit on my back and be happy they're not at the bottom. They're just at the bottom. Okay. Now, she didn't just take that bread. Whatever BLM had to offer her, and she split it up with Alicia Garza and the other chick, Opal. She didn't just take the bread. She got some shit in the works. This is what she's wanted to do all along. This is the space she was trying to get to all along. On October 5th, St. Martin's Press will release Color's latest book titled An Abolitionist Handbook. Oh, she's going to be talking about, people who fought, to stop slavery and stuff. Abolitionist Handbook. Not uh-uh. Uh-uh. Oh, you thought abolitionist meant she was gonna be talking about slavery? Oh. If you want to know what she's gonna be talking about, hold on a second. Let me know. Some of y'all might not want to know. Some of y'all might be where everybody else is. Does anybody want to know? Is there anybody in here that wants to know what she's going to be abolishing? This will tell me if the signal's still good or not. Somebody say something. Because I be getting false positives, as they say. Don't everybody rush to the keyboard. Woo. Patrice. Signal is still good. Good. I'm not sure exactly who said yes there, but here it goes. You're listening close enough to where you said yes. I wasn't going to say it. I want to make sure. Free got in there with the signal is good, and you said yes. Maybe that Sister Cosetta's still there. So I'm going to start it all over, and we're going to run it through. On October 5th, St. Martin's Press will release Colored's latest book, titled An Abolitionist Handbook. I assumed that she was going to be talking about slavery, which she says is her guide for activists on how to care for each other and resolve internal conflict while fighting to end systemic racism. This don't sound like very Harriet to me. I wonder if the foreword in her book is going to be written by Cynthia Erivo. Colors, also developing and producing original cable and streaming TV content that centers on Black stories. What kind of Black stories? She's under a multi-year deal with Warner Brothers. The first of her TV projects will debut in July, she said. I think I will probably be less visible. That's why she getting out of Dodge. I won't be at the helm of one of the largest, most controversial organizations right now in the history of our movement. Our movement. Our movement? The LGBTQIAP movement. Shall I go on to our next travesty? Jeez. I've got to actually watch this. It's Gravitas. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but it's a whole podcast about the conditions, our conditions here, and the lowest paying jobs in the U.S. And I don't want you to think of everybody you know that work in these businesses. I just want you to think of Black people. Food service, porters, butlers, housekeepers, barbers, seamstress, tailors, dry cleaning, laundry, auto detailing, car wash, concierge service, chauffeur, agricultural workers, fruit pickers, vegetable pickers, agricultural machinists. These are the lowest paying jobs in the country. Lowest paying. One love, free. Appreciate you. Lowest paid. Man, all of these professions at one time, you could raise a family on these professions. Now they're the lowest paying jobs in the country. Now I know some of these businesses are businesses that you can run on your own, like like barbers and hairstylists and tailors, seamstress, things like that. So you may make a little bit more money than was reported, but you're also on your own. So if you're on your own like that, that means you got to generally get your own insurance and all kinds of stuff. So that comes out of your monies. And you're paying all the bills in the building that you're working in versus going into somebody else's building and you're just performing a duty. So that comes out of your profits too. So at the end of the day, what you really make is what matters. Not the gross, the net. And that's not good to know that those jobs that used to take care of families aren't even taking care of individuals now. Scary. I'm going to be against anybody that tries to destroy us. Y'all need to understand me. Anybody that tries to destroy us, I'm against. I might not be the blackest motherfucker out here. I might not have all the knowledge, all the data, all the history, all the dates. I might not have all that. But I'm pro-black. I'm so motherfucking pro-black that I'll fuck another black person up for being anti-black. I don't care. You're worth debating with if you're trying to be negative towards the collective. I'm not going to deal with you. I'm going to treat you just like I would treat a white supremacist. Because that's what you are in blackface. That's it. There's no debate. If you're trying to be against us, even if you're black, no, you don't get a pass no more. We was giving people a pass, just saying, okay, we got to own up to them. No, you don't get a pass no more. If you're against the collective, if you show that you don't mean the collective any benefit, I'm against you. That's why politicians and all that, y'all like to buddy up to elected officials. I'm not buddying up to them. I need to ask you some questions. And I need my answers to come back as quick as the questions come out. That's why motherfuckers like Jerry Clayton, they never talk to me. And I've talked to Jerry before. I coached football with that motherfucker. Jerry knows who the fuck I am. I coached with him and Tony over at Huron. But he also knows I know he's up to a whole bunch of fuck shit up there at the WCSO. And he let them soft shoe ass niggas come up in there and interview him up in his office. He ain't gonna let me up in the office. He don't want me up in the mahogany tower. And I don't want to be up there anyway. We ain't got no friends. So if we don't figure that out amongst ourselves, appreciate you, free. I mean, what else am I gonna talk about? I mean, if I talk about something trying to help us out, what else am I talking about? I can get out here and talk about gambling and sports and all the entertainment shit. I can get out there and talk about that, but everybody talks about that. I ain't like everybody. I didn't come up that way, and ain't no point in me trying to switch who I am in the middle of the game. That's where the name One Man Shan came from. I can play all the instruments. I don't want to play all the instruments, but I can play all the instruments. I just really want to do my part. I want to have somebody comes in and does what I have to do on the other parts better than me. Come on in and do that shit. Let's form a team on this shit. So people don't want that. Everybody want to be the man, be the woman. Don't work that way. If I found somebody who spoke better than me and was going to spit better than me, I'd give them the material to talk about. If they were just a voice and didn't have their ideologies, I'd be like, here you go. Or I just text you, here's your topics. Bam, you can pick the shit up, bam, bam, bam. But who else is there? And all these motherfuckers out here think it's a competition. It's not a competition. I'm not sure exactly why they would feel that they're competing with me, and I'm not sure exactly what they feel like we're competing for. I'm trying to end white supremacy. You trying to get some likes and follows. We ain't the same, nigga. We ain't the same, dog. You trying to gain acceptance. I'm trying to gain access. You trying not to get blown off the porch and have it be socially acceptable for you to knock on their door. I want my own key to the door. We're not the same. You want to be able to sit up and cozy at the food counter with somebody. I want to own the restaurant because I'm pretty good at that. I'm good at eating too, but I don't need to sit next to nobody. I personally like to just eat by myself. Eating at restaurants, shit, if I ain't sitting there with Ray, I don't really need to eat with nobody. My grandkids, I don't really eat with my kids no more. I just rather eat by myself. Therefore, I'd rather cook for myself. I don't need to sit at a counter to be accepted. I want to have enough to have my own. And that's wrong because a lot of people don't feel like that's attainable. What they say, you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. You shoot for the moon, you land on your ass. We got too many people shooting for the moon. Y'all fight for what you think is acceptable. I'm fighting for what's accessible. We not the same. That's why I know I ain't got no friends out here. It's supposed to be a business move. Talking about redress, talking about repair, talking about reparations. If you really a reparationist, you're supposed to be talking about repair. Don't get caught up in all this other dumb shit. How they gonna pay for it? How they gonna do all that? Man, now they done gave that still. Y'all sound crazy as fuck. The man just didn't give a fuck how they gonna pay that $50 million. You ain't seen nobody coming over here from them Spanish-speaking territories wondering how America gonna pay for all them motherfuckers coming over here. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck who's got to pay the cost. They just come across the border. And nigga here now. They look right at INS. Put me in one of them cages over there. Nigga here now. The goal is to get across the border. Once they get across the border, they the United States responsibility. Native Americans, you ain't never seen Native Americans say, you know what? Y'all done gave us way too much money over the years. Push some of that shit over to the black folks. They need reparations. Fuck them Trail of Tears. Another motherfucker say something to me about some motherfucking Trail of Tears? When Indians fucking enslaved us, beat us, raped us? Shit. The Trail of Tears and blood? Because that was our blood mixed in them tears. Shit. They'll put roadblocks, pylons, everything in front of us. Obstacle course and shit for black folks. But they'll let a motherfucker come over here, run over here, abscond from another country, feed them, clothe them, house them. And y'all don't want to fight for repair. All right. All right. It's unfortunate. So unfortunate. I got to put out a campaign. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I've got to start pushing the YouTube subscribers, they said. I haven't been pushing them, and they've been kind of sitting still. So let me look. We got 430 YouTube subscribers. Let's try to push to get to 450. I don't know, 7 days, 20 subscribers. What's that? That's about 3 a day. Try to get 3 new subscribers on YouTube every day for the next week. Not asking for. I'm not looking to kill the world. That would get me to 450. So I need 550. I need 550 subscribers. Once you get 1,000, you can go live on YouTube. Then I can do a dual cast. So there's certain people that are on YouTube that aren't going to come to Habs. They just don't leave YouTube. So it benefits you to go right through YouTube. We'll get it right, though. But yeah, man. We just hit an hour, so I don't really need to stay on this anymore. I just know that we ain't got no friends, and I know that if we don't pull ourselves together, because right now, politically, we are weak. We obviously know we're weak at the top. Where we need to get strong is on the local end. 22's got to be a good year. Got to be a good year for us. It's got to be a good year for us. We cannot allow people locally to get into office that are not going to advocate for Black Americans. Can't do it. And that'll put some motherfucking movement into the Democratic Party. It'll probably raise an eye to the Republican Party if they see, little opposition. Numbers are always low in the midterms. But if Democrats can show that they're losing their grip on black folks, hell, the Republicans might come out. Might be an independent candidate that says, hey, but we got to do that in unison. We need to pull about 20 million black folks up off the Democratic Party. Really, we need to pull about 30. We can get 30. We can pretty much decide any election we want to out here. Because then you're going to get 15 to 20 others, Caucasians included. And if you saw between two candidates, it was 150 million votes. You split three candidates, and it's that same 150 million. Now it's 50-50-50. Now you've got what's that? A photo finish. Only so many people voting, and a lot more people voted because of that absentee shit. That's not going to be around in 2024 like that. There won't be a reason for people to stay away from the polls. People going to stroll to the polls. Which way they going to stroll, though? They're going to go through the pimp stroll, the Democrats. They're going to go through the hoe stroll with the Republicans. Or they're going to be a do for selfer, an independent. Could be interesting, man. If 22 don't happen the way the Democrats need, it's going to be interesting in 24. That's all I got to say. Literally. Says I'm buffering. We have to. We can't be passive. We can't be passive. I mean, black Americans can't be happy with what Joe Biden's done. If you just send anybody but Trumper, you're probably ecstatic at what Joe Biden's done. But if you've actually expected something more, you can't be happy. And I know that's more than half black Americans. There ain't enough black Americans that got money to think that he really did something. The ones who don't have money and busting their ass to stay above water, know he ain't did nothing. That's who's feeling this. We ain't got enough 1%ers, 2%ers, 5%ers, 10%ers. We don't have enough. Most black Americans are in the bottom 50%. They know that. So yeah, y'all be good out here. Get back at you in a little bit. This rain is really whack. Now it's the weekend. You need to clear the fuck up. It's really hard to move when it's raining. We ain't got no friends, y'all. We don't have any friends. I mean, we get turned on by white supremacists. We get turned on by immigrants. Hell, No, we get turned on by illegals. We get turned on by motherfuckers who ain't even supposed to be in this bitch, and they against us. You got a lot of motherfucking nerve. Give us our shoes back, motherfucker. You come over to this bitch and ain't got a pot to piss in, and you damn sure ain't got a window to throw it out of, and you want to be against the foundational people of this country? Man, if you don't eat a dick twice, I'm at any motherfucker that wants to be against us. Please don't be an illegal. I got 9-1 press. I'll press 1 again and ask for immigration. Fuck with me if you want to. Fuck with me if you want to. Don't be illegal in this bitch. Where your papers at? Where your papers at? Come over here talking that crazy shit. Send your ass right back to Honduras after a 90-day stay in a detention camp. Fuck out of here. You better come over here and form an allegiance and keep quiet. You don't want to form an allegiance with black folks? Okay. Go over to the white side. They don't like you and you're illegal. Black folks just won't bother you. Just don't fuck with us. But if you want to come over and get to talking greasy, we're going to put you on over there and we call it 911. You ain't going to be over here and be a traitor in our face. No. 911, what's your emergency? Can you get me immigration, please? Shit. Immigration. You want to keep talking shit? You want to keep talking shit? Oh, I'm sorry, wrong number. Yeah, they better say no, because I'll let them know where you stay. I'll let them know where you stay. You're not going to come over here and not be in allegiance and then be against us. Damn, that's so. You come over here and be quiet. You don't come over here causing no ruckus over here. You don't come over here causing no rigmarole over here. You just ran from a territory. You couldn't cut it in another territory. Now you're going to come over here and be against black folks? I'll be goddamned if that's so. You hear me? You get on over there. Go on, get. Shit. That's the problem with this goddamn country. That's the problem with it. We let motherfuckers come over here that ain't even in allegiance to us. They're in allegiance to the territory they just ran from. You get over here in America, you now an American. You do what Americans do. You don't get over here and bring your culture over here. If that's the case, stay over there. Ain't nothing wrong with you having your cultural beliefs and all that stuff that way. But these America's laws. What Cleo McDowell say? This America, Jack. Say one more fucked up word and I'm gonna break my foot off in you ain't a royal in your refugee ass. Shit. See, I stay up off of them just out of respect. I don't think they all coming over here for some fucked up shit. I think there are some people that really need to get the fuck up out of there that die. So they come over here and they work their way right in. It's them other motherfuckers who think they're going to come from one territory that they couldn't cut it in, and they're going to come over here and be our bosses. Eat a dick twice. This America, Jack. I don't know why it's buffering. I'm sitting still, says I got a great signal. If I really knew how to set up a fucking camera to record this shit so I would know that it's going over, because I hear you can get a camera. I get off this phone. Everybody says, oh, you're going to get the best quality when you actually get a camera. But I figured that would be for inside. And I would just use the phone for right now. Hell, I thought I was helping out by just getting the words to be spelled correctly on my shit. Have my shit all backwards. I don't think that's very professional. Now that I see that the way my shit looks, I look at my old videos, I'll be like, God damn, can I flip that around? And I just got some software where I think I can flip those letters around now. I'm gonna download one this weekend. It takes forever for the video to download when I try to take it from a foreign source. And then hopefully really wish I could have stopped him. I said Willie and Son. Hopefully they listed. They don't need to come out here and get some shit. Mel Ryan. I just asked a girl out and got fucking rejected. I am broken inside. Man, I want to freaking die. I feel so bad. What? Okay, that elevated quickly. You want to talk about it, Mel Ryan? I mean, I'm here to talk about it if you want to talk about it. There's a couple people, in the room too, so just know that we're not in here, by ourselves. Was this a girl that you've known for a while, or had you just met her? I'm serious. I want to know, seriously. I want to try to talk to you. Was this someone you just met? Or have you known them for a while and you got up the courage to ask them out? I'm here for you, brother. I knew her for looking. For a long time. Okay. So you knew her for a long time. And were you friends for a long time or just more like associates? So you were friends. So you worked your way into the friend zone. This is pretty easy for me. You worked your way into the friend zone. And through the course of knowing her, have you or her been in a relationship while you've been friends? Through the course of knowing her, have you or her been in a relationship with anybody else during that time? And I appreciate you picking up the feed from YouTube. Thanks, Bree. Okay, so neither one of you had been in a relationship. How often do you talk to this person, or have you talked to this person since you've been friends? How many times a week do you talk? Often. Okay. So as I started with, you worked your way into the friend zone. You've talked personally about things with her. She's probably done the same with you. So you know some specifics about one another. Now, what has happened is what you've learned about her has made you want to take her out and get to know her better, possibly on a non-platonic level. Whereas what you shared with her has not made her want to do the same for you. It's not that she doesn't want to be friends with you. She just doesn't want to have it escalate to a romantic relationship. I mean, you date, eventually things are probably going to happen. If you're on this planet, which I believe you are, I don't believe you're locating me from another planet. You've gone through a pandemic too. If you're in the United States, you obviously know how fucked up it's been here. If you're in any other country, you've had a lockdown, you've been quarantined, you've been away from people. So a person that turns down a date right now, when everybody's just now starting to get out, one, not that she doesn't like you, she may not even trust herself. She may know that you know enough about her, you might get her out and get to pushing her buttons. But I fucked it. What? Okay, hold on. I was about to go down one road, but you just went down another. Can you clarify on what your last statement has been? Because I don't know. I I don't know exactly what you did. I don't know exactly what you fucked. Okay? Did you fuck up? You fuck it up? You did something stupid? You said something stupid? Had y'all already been sexual? If y'all already been sexual, then y'all already done gone out. And in. And out. I need you to clarify your last statement, Melron. I messed it up because I just told her that, and you know, we really don't talk. You just, see, I'm a little confused. You just told her what? You just told her, I don't know exactly what you told her. So here's the thing. She just went away. Okay. So I'm going to ask a question. You can be as brief in your answering as you need to be. You've been talking as friends. You talk often. Now it's come to the point where you wanted to ask her out. And when you ask her out, she said she didn't want to go out with you. And now she's avoiding you and the friendship is pretty much over. Is that what you're saying? You just said she just went away. So I'm trying to, hopefully you heard all of that. Hopefully all of that came through clearly. This is a good way to close out the video. You know, a little Q&A, you know, a little dialogue back and forth. You know, I've never had a back and forth with Mel Ron, but I appreciate him coming in today, sharing, you know, his situation. Although it's not the best one, sometimes, you know, we can't just talk about the flowers. We got to talk about the weeds. Okay, Mel Ron, I tried to give you ample time to answer your question, and it could have been short, as in a yes or a no. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close out. Mel Ron may want to answer, and I'll see it later. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit in my next clip. But just know we ain't got no friends. Just know we ain't got no friends. Mel Ron, keep your head up, bro. Plenty fish in the sea. Plenty fish in the sea. That's just one. Move on to the next one. Keep swimming, brother. Check out Black Watch Media on YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Black Watch Media. We need that link to the page to go in the comment section on apps too. I'm gonna send that through because this just recycles people in. And they can actually hit on my profile. You can hit the YouTube symbol. That'll take you to the YouTube channel too. We need your subscription. We need you to subscribe. Mm-mm. Oh, that's that shit. So yeah, we'll be back at it. See my grandbaby today. You got that YouTube link free? We can chill on all the other ones and pump this YouTube thing up. That's got to happen. Got it. Check it out now. Did it show up in the comments? Should show up in a minute. I saw that before I saw you say send it to me. It should come through. It ain't showing on, but I'm not in Wi-Fi, so I don't know when it's going to refresh. We just got to remember we ain't got no friends. And good luck to the brother, Melron. As always, I appreciate everybody in here. Information, man. Let's get busy, dog. Let's get busy. Bro. Who else came through here today? Kyra, happy birthday. Of course, my rock, Ray. It's Ray, y'all. It's Ray. Why my comment came through? You done made 3 comments. I put the comment in there. I see that. It ain't popped up. I see that. It ain't popped up. Can I not send a comment to myself? Can I not send a comment to myself? That's dumb. I wouldn't be able to be in the chat room. That's dumb. It ain't showing my shit. It's like them got me blocked somehow on my own shit. All right, let me try something else. That. That's me. I was thinking. Things in there. Things in there. Crazy shit. I don't know why it's not popping up. Oh, let's see here. I'm going to do something. I don't think it'll work. It's probably going to cut the stream off. All right.